Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Welcome back to Big Mouth. You can continue the conversation, Manchester United fans, fellow Manchester United fans, at Movies TV Mag. Ollie out is the title of this video. I've said I'm Ollie out before. Now, there are a lot of problems at this football club, mainly the Glaziers and the leadership of Ed Woodward. We know that. We know they are the big problem. They are the main problem. But don't let them being the problem deflect from the fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is an inexperienced, substandard manager who should not be Manchester United manager. I love him as a player. He didn't just stick his foot out in '99. He scored many goals for us. He was a great lad. He was a great part of Fergie's squad for many, many years. And I absolutely respect him as a footballer. But as a manager, he's simply not good enough to manage our club or any professional club. Mulder is his level, and he should go back there. And let me list you his crimes. You'll be surprised how many players want to play here. You'll be surprised how many games Sanchez will get. Next few days, he's sold. He's a liar. He's a blagger. And even worse, his tactics on the pitch are embarrassing. 2 central defensive midfielders. He keeps on doing what the other managers have done since Fergie's left, playing players out of position. Sanchez never got a good run by Solskjaer up front centrally or with Jose Mourinho. If Sanchez had a good run up front, he'd be scoring goals, showing us his skills. He is a great player, right? And now his confidence been knocked and he's gone, right? And then we talk about Lukaku. Lukaku and Sanchez being sold. Let's look at that. We all wanted the Deadwood cleared out, but the proviso was that they were replaced when they were cleared out. That didn't happen. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knew that he couldn't get replacements for these people he sold, but he still sold them because he wanted to win some points with Man United fans. He wanted to clear the wages of Sanchez, and that's the problem. Now, was the clearing out of Sanchez on loan a bold decision or an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer decision? Probably a bold decision. I don't know. But as a manager, you can't sell players that you're not going to replace. We haven't got any strikers. We've got Rashford. We've got Marcio. We need a 30-40 goal a year striker, a season striker. A 6-footer who's strong, who comes in on goal and scores, who scores from crosses, an all-round centre forward. Manchester United haven't had that really since Ruud van Nistelrooy left and Berbatov left as well. He was a tall striker. He wasn't the greatest of successes, Berbatov at United, but he was an all-round striker. That's what you need. But Ruud van Nistelrooy, since he's left, we really haven't had that domineering centre forward, and we still don't. Martial is silky, he's talented, but he's not what you need up front. He can play in the number 10 role. He will be really good. In terms of Rashford, it's difficult. When he first started playing for the club, he was a good number 9. And then they started playing him on the wing, knocked his confidence. He's really good on the wing. He can put balls in, he can go past people, he's good. But also when he first came, he was a good forward man, but they drained his confidence. And here's the thing. We have had 4 managers who love to play people out of position and drain their confidence. You've got to play players to their strengths. You're going to tell me players should be able to play anywhere, but they can't. They have their strengths and they have their weaknesses, and you play them to their strengths. We had some great forwards under the Fergie era, and before the Fergie era, we had people like Lou Macari. We do not have an all-round centre forward, and it is Ollie out because his decisions are mystifying. They're not the same tactics that won him games and won him fans and admirers with the kind of football and victories we were having in his first 3 months. That's because it wasn't him picking the team and choosing the tactics. Maybe it was Fergie, maybe it was someone else, but it absolutely is Ollie out. Do not get deflected by the fact that Manchester United is a poorly run club. Yes, it is. But he's making the decisions on the pitch. He's making the decisions on match days, and so are his 2 coaches. And basically, they all need to go. Now, I think the first thing that needs to happen, Woodward needs to go. There's no question about that. We need a chief executive. We need a director of football. I mean, That's what we need. We need him to go. He's causing a lot of problems, but at the end of the day, it's not Woodward picking the team and the two CDMs. You know, you've got a world-class player like Pogba, and every coach that's coached him at Manchester United, which has been Mourinho, which has been Solskjaer, has played him in the wrong, and the only time in Solskjaer's first 3 months when they actually were playing Pogba properly, we were winning games. He was thrusting forward, scoring goals, looking dangerous, and they're playing him, like all the rest of the players, to their weaknesses. Now, we're relying on a 17-year-old player in Greenwood who scored another great goal last night against Shrewsbury, is it? Or whatever they are, right? I can't remember their names. Sorry to their fans. We were playing a League One side and we struggled. We just about beat them on penalties. It's embarrassing. There is no excuse. There is no process. There is no plan. These people say wait for 2, 4, 5 windows and it'll be fine. By then, we will be in League Two, not the Championship, League Two. Ollie has given me no reason to trust him. Let me be clear here. In the next 5 seasons under Ollie, if we were going to finish 7th to 5th, I'd be fine with it. And I knew there was a plan and we were slowly building up the squad and, becoming a strength and slowly improving every season. But I will be fine with that, not winning trophies and finishing 5th, 6th, 7th. That's fine. It's happened to United in its history and it will happen again. We should be challenging for the big honours, but we have to rebuild because of the mistakes we've made in the way we recruited players, in the way we recruited managers. My big concern here is if we keep this inexperienced substandard manager, we are going to lose our Premiership status. That's what my worry is. People don't think it can happen, but our form is relegation form, and it's absolutely frightening. He has to go. Even if Woodward stays, he has to go. We need an experienced manager. Wenger's been making some noises. Look, you don't like Wenger because he's an Arsenal manager, and he ended his Arsenal reign not too ceremoniously, but he's experienced. He knows how to work with nothing and make them better than what they are. And I'd absolutely love him to come for at least 12 months. We need what it is, right? If you've got a good manager, at least, even with the club being poorly run, if you can get the results on the pitch, it takes the pressure off. And then hopefully eventually these bloodsuckers sell the club, Woodward and Glazers are gone, and we can be what we were before. It's going to take a long time to get rid of those people. But at least if we've got the right person running team affairs, the pressure will be off. And as fans, we can enjoy that until the Glazers and Woodward are out.